The second reading from James teaches that faith of itself, if it does not have works, is dead. And in verse 19, James adds, "You believe that God is one? You do well. Even the demons believe and shudder." With these words, James is clearly teaching, comments Petrie, that right belief will not save. In other words, correct knowledge I have about the faith will not save me, since if faith is not formed by love, by divine love, it is empty. Often, right belief is identified with orthodoxy. However, as a pope has pointed out, and I quote, originally the word orthodoxy did not mean right doctrine, right thinking. This is because, although the Greek word doxa, from the doxy part of orthodoxy, means opinion or splendor, when used in the Christian context, it means right splendor or true splendor by glorifying God in adoration in worship. So orthodoxy really means right glorification of God. Being orthodox as a Catholic therefore means more than thinking the right doctrine and believing in the right doctrine. Being orthodox as a Catholic means praising and glorifying God in a true way and not in a false way, and a true way means with our whole being. A false way of worshiping God is praying and celebrating beautiful liturgies while being unjust and lacking in kindness and mercy to our brothers and sisters. A true way of worshiping God is praying and celebrating beautiful liturgies and allowing God, who we encounter through the source and summit of our faith, especially the Mass, through our prayers and worship, to form our hearts with His divine love, so that we love our brothers and sisters more and more, even to the point of being willing to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters, including those, especially those who dislike us, because that's what Jesus did. That's how Jesus loves. A true way of worshiping God, of being orthodox as a Catholic, means worshiping God not just with a part of ourselves, not just with our minds, but with our whole selves, with our intellects, emotions, wills, hands, and feet, all placed at the service of loving our brothers and sisters, for loving our brothers and sisters who we can see demonstrates that we truly love God who we cannot see, as John states. An Eastern fable, an Eastern story that well illustrates this importance, the importance of loving not just with our minds and with our tongues, but with our whole being, and also thinking as well, not just with our mind and with our tongues, but allowing thought, the truth that we encounter through our faith to influence our whole selves and how we relate to one another, is this. There was a man who died, and he went into heaven, and St. Peter showed him around, and St. Peter opened a door to a building, and there in the building were many shelves, and the man looked at the shelves, and he saw lots of tongues on the shelves along with brains. So he asked St. Peter, "What are those tongues and brains lying on all these shelves?" And St. Peter said, "Oh, that's because these tongues and these brains said and thought beautiful words about and to God." So the man said, "Well, where are the people that those tongues and brains belong to?" So St. Peter said, "They're not in heaven, since they only thought and said beautiful words to and about God, but didn't do anything else." Today, may we not only say and think beautiful, true words about you, God, but also to do something else by loving someone a little more today according to the truth of Jesus Christ. God bless.